It's a little bit later than I would usually do it. New job's got me doing some crazy hours. But time to have a look at this week's challenge. It's the Feeling Lucky Challenge. This week's episode was called The Lucky Ones, so I don't know if there's a link there. Maybe there is. Chow Hall, find the loot and get out. I think we had this fairly recently. So normally my scout of choice would be Glenn, obviously. But since Daryl is the star hero, he is the one wielding the sawtooth blade. I'm going to bring Carol along just because my daily challenge is, bring a hunter, may as well bring her. And Princess, yeah. It doesn't matter who you bring on these sort of early ones anyway. But, yeah, I want to meet those daily challenges. So, what do we got? We got a bundle of boxes. Yeah, and already I'm kind of missing having Glenn. My gosh, things just go so much quicker when you can search two things and still get a kill in as well. But okay, well, I mean, you saw what we start with. It's what I would consider sort of a medium-sized map. You're not starting right next to the walkers, but they could get to you pretty quickly. I'd be inclined to bring ranged characters for this. As always, stuff that can hinder the walkers' movement. So stuff that might root them, cripple them, that kind of thing. Always useful. Of course, if you are using Huntsman Daryl, then you get a lovely bonus which can apply to all close combat characters. You run past the enemy and you inflict major damage on them, which is... Make sure your close combat characters, your melee characters, more useful than they otherwise would be. Abandon base, find the loot and get out. Okay, that's pretty much part of the course. I think pretty much all of these missions are kind of like a find the loot and get out kind of thing. Yeah, so this one, I know that this is not a favourite for many people. This is a tough one. Well, it sort of can be tough anyway. You have explodey guys. You have lots of sort of hidden bits where the walkers can leap out on you. Definitely want to peg those exploding walkers if you have ranged characters, because last thing you want is for them to sneak up on you, round a corner, your guys overwatch them and blow themselves up. Happens. Suppose we've still got the sawtooth blade. That's still handy. I could still get a kill in and search something, even with just Daryl. Kill. So, I mean, for this, you've got the exploding guys. You've got a couple of armored walkers as well. Do have plenty of space, but you've got limited visibility, so tough one. I'd still say that ranged characters are definitely viable, but again, Glenn. Definitely a boon for this set of missions. I mean, if he was the star hero, wow. Wouldn't even have to question it. No reason why you can't bring two scouts along. Huntsman Daryl will make Glenn better by imparting his leadership challenge on him. Have Glenn searching the crates and stuff with Daryl as the leader. It's something you can do. In fact, maybe I will do that. Find the loot and get out. Shocker. Well, we've got 3 armoured walkers that you'll have to deal with right off the bat. Are we going to have more walkers coming in as the turns go by, or is it just that threat counter we've got to worry about? Okay, so it's just the threat counter. And it looks like it's ticking over relatively slowly, so yeah, bring some range guys if you want, make some noise. You should get this map searched. before the threats, before the reinforcements from the threat counter appear. I can't see that one being too much of a challenge. It's just some missions are just a bit easier than others. That one doesn't look like it would be a drama. Shouldn't have used that bonus crate there. Ugh. Alright, what else you got for us? Obviously you want to get at least 610 stars to get the maximum number of seasonal event tokens while the seasonal event is on. Dungeon, find loot and get out. Okay. Definitely a nice big map. Lots of hidden corners. Will there be any special walker types? Yeah, looks like we've got ourselves a tank. So don't let him take you by surprise. Yeah, you're going to need something, I mean, really, I suppose you could engage him from a distance. No reason why not. Oops. Okay, I thought that was going to kill that walker. I should have waited for that overlay to disappear so I knew exactly what was going to happen. So, I think you bring whichever characters you like. I don't think there's any particular disadvantage to taking melee characters or ranged characters on this one. You've got plenty of space. You do have those two tanks that you've got to worry about, though. Don't forget about them. Keep an eye out for them. Aside from that, there's no great shakes there, and there's always a chance that you might get lucky and discover the crates that you need early on. Okay. 2 more missions to go. Since we've got the hunter, let's give it a crack, shall we? Let's bring... I'm talking about all through this little walkthrough. Let's bring Glenn along and let's just see how this goes. Oh. Oh, boo. I would have absolutely loved to have just mown through like a ton of those lined up walkers with the bayonet musket, but they didn't give me a chance. That'll have to do. Okay, so a long map, we got plenty of range, few little hidden corners. Yeah, there's an armoured walker. Just something to be cognizant of. But really, I mean, I think sort of brute force this. Yeah, that's easier said than done when you're on much higher difficulties, but I would be inclined to get this done before that threat counter reaches 0. Okay, 1 more left. What has this feeling lucky challenge got that it can throw at us? So many rewards. Do love that skip mechanic. Find the loot and get out. Who would have thought? Yes. Yes. Oh man, I had to find some way to make use of Daryl's skills there, because that is just a fun leadership trait. Come on, you got to admit that. Couldn't have a video with Daryl in it without using his special prowl leadership trait. So this one, I mean, again, I'd be tempted to just everything that you've got and outrun the clock like it just did there. You see what's on there? You got a tank hiding up there in the top corner. Don't let him take you by surprise. Use whatever you have. I don't think there's any great tips or tricks for this. Bring Glenn along. That would probably be it, because he is so good at doing these kinds of searching missions. Aside from that, not an awful lot of sort of specific tricks. So what I would say is, if anyone has any particular dramas on any of these, just let everyone know in the comments and we'll see what we can do to help you out. But hopefully this isn't too tricky a set of missions for everybody. Maybe this is a chance to get an all-time record on your score. Anyway, let me know how you do, and as ever, thanks for watching.